Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Blokus 3D. We'll go ahead and start with the components. The first thing you have here is your game board, and this has a turntable on it. So players can go ahead and place their blocks in any direction. They'll be able to look at the board as well. And you have here a grid with 100 squares. Now, depending on how many players are playing, each of them are going to receive a set of these colored cubes over here, and these are 3D cubes of different shapes. Here's one, and here's another one. And the object of the game is you're going to be stacking these cubes on here, and you're going to try to get the most cubes that you can see from above. And I'll show you how that works here in just a second. Here are the different configurations as far as the cubes go over here. And you also have these 4 templates over here that you can place on the board. Here's one template. Here's a second one right here. It's a square. Here's a third one, which is a larger square. And then you have one here that is shaped like an L. And what you'll simply do is you're just simply going to choose your template and then place it on the board like so. Now, whichever template you choose, this is going to be the area in which you're going to be allowed to build inside. You're not going to be able to go past it. And there's also going to be height restrictions depending on how many players are playing and depending on the template that you use. So here's an example. Here's a square that I've picked. If you are a 2-player game, you will be able to build 4 high. A 3-player, you can build 6. And a 4-player, you can play 8. And each of the shapes have different height configurations as well. As you can see with the steps, if you have 4-player, you can build it all the way up to 8. So here's the way the game starts. So let's just say we got a 2-player game. The first player is going to go ahead and start by placing a block on the game board. And let's just say he decides he's going to go ahead and do something like this. Now in the next round, the second player is going to simply place a block that is going to touch the opposing player, and of course you can also stack as well. So here's an example of, let's just say I happen to place one over here. Now after this, each player is going to place his block, but he's going to have to try to touch his block with at least 1 cube on 1 cube. So let's just say blue decided to go, and blue decided he was going to go ahead and do this. And then it was yellow's turn, and yellow went ahead and decided to do this. Now remember when I had said that the object of the game is to have the most pieces showing from above. In this case right now, yellow has 6 points and blue has 2 points. Now another stacking rule is that you're not going to be allowed to have any holes or gaps in between the pieces. So for example, you wouldn't be able to stack a piece like this because, as you can see, there's a hole there right next to my thumb. And so let's say blue goes again, and blue goes ahead and he places a piece here, and yellow goes and he places a piece over here. Blue goes, and let's say blue decides he's going to place a piece over here. And so on and so forth. Yellow decides to go, and he's going to go ahead and place a piece over here. And blue goes, and blue's going to go ahead and, here's a tricky little piece right here. Blue's going to go ahead and place it right over here like so. Right now the pieces are 3 high, so we can still keep going. Let's say yellow does this. Now yellow has gone ahead and made it 4 high, so no one is going to be able to build any higher than this. So I'll go ahead and complete the puzzle here, and then we'll count up. Another thing is you're not going to be able to pass. You're going to have to play if you can. Now, if it gets to the point where you are no longer able to play pieces, you will be out of the game. However, you will still be able to score at the end. And the game is going to end once there are no more possible pieces that can be played by any player. Okay, so we went ahead and we ended the game, and we're going to go ahead and count the blocks. So blue has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Now you're also going to have to deduct 1 point for each block that you did not use. So yellow now has 8 points and now 7 points, and blue went out with 1, so he's going to go ahead and deduct 1 point from his score. So the final tally is blue will end up winning this game, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play Blokus 3D.